Is the obsessive compulsive gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm about to 100% complete Alan Wake 2 before heading into New Game Plus.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Oh, it's like as soon as I start playing, man. I am going to switch a lot between performance and quality.
Already gone.
And the opening to this game is pretty fucking wild. Oh. Look how he even gets wet. Yeah, the opening to this game is fucking wild, man.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery.
Sorry, I'm just trying to...
What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I got fucking sandwich as soon as I started streaming. I swear to God, nobody messages me until the second my stream starts, and then...
Narky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that
okay, I guess.
turns up just as we arrive in town.
It's my mom's birthday today, so
Feels like the
I
killer's
spent
leaving
some
us
time
a
with her, then I
message.
just gave her a break.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should.
And now that New Game Plus is out, I'm gonna take
me as
it
the
and do
backup.
this.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
It's such a great game. I really do love this game. Yeah, now it is. It came
Here we
out
are.
a couple days ago. I've just been super swamped finishing other things. It came out December 11th, I believe, and the New Game Plus is actually quite substantial. It actually changes a lot of stuff in the story and has a different ending. But I'm not doing New Game Plus right now. I'm doing the standard game because I'm trying to get 100% on the base game and New Game Plus.
Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
On my first run through, I missed some stuff that I couldn't go back to get, so I just decided, fuck it, make a clean slate. Plus, I just really love this game.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
It's amazing how good this game looks, honestly. They said.
That map.
And how it consistently runs at 60 FPS.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured
Mulligan.
that, you know, that,
Which I think is really cool because you can actually hear Mulligan and Casey, or I'm sorry, Mulligan. What was that? I don't remember the name of the other one, but Mulligan and the other sheriff in the radio on Alan Wake 1, but you could never actually see them. So it's cool they start out this game by immediately showing you them.
federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Oh, that's cool.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back
Thornton
to
and
town
Mulligan.
a while
That's
ago.
right. I'm definitely going to try to get Suicide Squad. I'll have to wait until closer to launch. Definitely going to try to get Mortal Kombat 1 eventually. And I'm really looking forward to playing through The Last of Us 2 again on PS5 for the remaster next month.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
And this is also proof that, you know, people who say that good graphically top-notch games can't run at 60 FPS. No, I really didn't. Honestly, it was too commercial. There was too much filler, too much fucking fluff, and fuck, what was I gonna say? And they really need to add a photo mode to this game. I would fucking love that, honestly. Not only was there too much fluff and all that, but then they were telling people to hurry up, and I especially disliked him telling fucking O.C.G. the creator of Zelda, to hurry up. that makes me want to fucking slap Jeff Nighy in the face. The guy's literally making amazing games since before you were fucking born. Sit down. And he was on stage like literally 30 seconds. And their choices for the games were just shit. In my opinion, obviously. Probably. You know, what are you going to do? They suck. I'm actually working on doing my own Game Awards thing. Well, I want to say my own Game Awards thing. I'm pretty much fucking
Hey,
mean.
Casey.
Just doing my top 10
You
game of the
putting me
year.
in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out.
Yeah,
You okay to jump down?
I'm not.
I can't. I'm not. I'm not maybe the best person to talk to about that because Baldur's Gate 3 is really not my cup of tea gameplay-wise. I'm really not a fan of the top-down click tactical stuff, and I'm really not a fan of the D&D rule set, in my opinion. So I have no interest in it, so obviously I would be biased against it. I appreciate the story. It looks pretty good. But yeah, and I can't really comment on Asterian's performance because I've only seen snippets. I can't judge, but no, if I had picked my best performances, it would be, off the top of my head, Cal Kestis and Jedi Survivor, uh, Ben Starr, obviously, as Clive, uh, Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man. I felt like he really gave it his all with the black suit. Alan Wake in Alan Wake 2. But I don't really agree with much of the choices
I'll
they
be back
made.
in
In
a
all
second.
honesty,
Roger.
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I'm really excited for the DLC for Final Fantasy 15 or 16. What am I saying? 16. Especially the second one. The first one is on the smaller side. Obviously, it's $10. Man, that's so pretty. But the second one's going to add an entire new landmass, as big as any of the main games. And Leviathan.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Like, I'm taking so many pictures just because this game is so pretty. Yeah, exactly. It looks great.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Yeah.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So,
Get to my nerves though, because people are like, I saw people saying, "Can we get an ending where Clive doesn't die?" No. Okay? Stop. Final Fantasy has done enough fucking retconning sad shit. The whole point of the ending is it's supposed to be sad. Doesn't work without it. They try to do that shit. They try to do that fucking shit with Final Fantasy 15 too. And they nearly succeeded too. They were actually in the middle of trying to make a DLC series that was going to be an alternate timeline before it got stopped. Yeah, I gotta get used to the way to press it again. And it makes sense. Okay? It fits the tone of the game. Final Fantasy 16 is not sunshine and rainbows. Final Fantasy 16 is treachery, cutthroat betrayals, good people fucking dying.
A lunchbox again.
I mean, like, literally.
Who's
Like,
leaving
right
these out
away.
here?
One of the best people in the entire game, Clive's dad, immediately dies. He's a good person. Didn't do anything to anybody. People generally loved him, and he immediately gets fucked over. It's like the point of the game. So Clive was able to make it right and fix what they fucked up, but not for free. I'm honestly just happy to have more content in general. Because they originally didn't plan to make this DLC, and only did so by popular demand. There was no plans originally to make DLC. So we legitimately could have never gotten it. I'm just trying to get all the collectibles I can, honestly, as early as I can. Trying to go for that sweet 100%. I mean, they have fucking children dying. Oliver was a fucking bastard, but he didn't deserve to die. Okay, I see some. Yeah, exactly. So it just straight up seems like they just killed a kid, just right off the fucking rip, just done, dead, gone.
now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? Step 1. Examine the corpse. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
A lot of games got snubbed, to be honest. Shadow Survivor didn't get any real mentions, even though that's one of my favorite Star Wars games ever. Probably my favorite Star Wars games ever. Fucking, yeah, it's just like so many, man.
Okay. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with.
I'm definitely gonna
This
do
makes
my own
4
Game of the Year
murders
series.
that we know about.
Well, I'm gonna do, instead of doing one big video like last year, I'm gonna split it up into like 12 smaller videos, 10 of the Game of the Year games, like my top 10, and then one for the best DLC, and then one for the runners-ups, the honorable mentions. And yeah, right? Didn't win a single one. I really disagree. But see, now, people are fucking... Now people are literally... they've turned on Spider-Man. And like, oh, shit.
Finding a
Like,
case
the
of moving
Spider-Man
lunchbox out
2
here
Reddit
can't
is
be a
now a fucking
coincidence.
nightmare. Spider-Man Reddit.
Another message.
It's insane. I've heard people saying stuff that are flat out untrue. Like, they played it safe. It was buggy. It was rushed. I really disagree. I had very, very, very minimal bugs. And it did not feel buggy. Like, the people who are saying that it felt buggy and rushed have not played a rushed game.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
But, you know, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Honestly, I don't really put... If I'm being totally honest with you, I don't really put a whole lot of stock into what these people say anyway, to be frank. Like, I don't base my opinions on Game Awards anymore, Game Journalists. Like, I mean, it's fun to have, like, a thing, but people put too much emphasis on it. Like, if their game didn't get picked, it must mean their game wasn't good. Like, you really fucking care what somebody you don't know thinks?
Was he
Especially
killed
because
here,
most modern
or
game
brought
journals
here after?
suck.
For display, large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Yeah.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Very astute observation. But yeah, this game, I love this game, man. It's a shame that this game didn't get more recognition. Not even just by the Game Awards. Like, I was hearing that the sales for this game are abysmal. This game apparently in the first month of its release only sold 850,000 copies. Didn't even sell 1 million copies. That hurts me. Meanwhile, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is steaming fucking dog shit. Even by COD standards, it's literally, most people are saying it is the worst COD ever made, and it was still the second best-selling game of the year. Oh my god. And this game is one of the best games I've ever fucking played. And it sold less than 1 million. And I really hope that I'll be really upset if that means we don't get an Alan Wake 3. But, you know, they save costs and it doesn't have to sell all overnight. I think they knew it was going to take a while for it to sell more, so.
At least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure.
And everybody knew it was shit. Everybody knew it was shit, and they still bought fucking Call of Duty anyway. And why are games never getting any better? Why are these developers releasing games that are shit? 'Cause you keep buying them? Your complaints mean nothing if you still buy it. If you bitch about a game, and then you still buy it, what you are telling the developers is that they can fuck you over. Yeah, no, right? Exactly. That is fucking 100,000% correct. Don't buy it. They think that, like, well, we told the dev that we were unhappy about the game after we spent $70 on it. They only listen. They only listen to money. Yeah, like I said, it upsets me. That a game as good as this, that's just fucking amazing, gets ignored and swept under the rug. And Call of Duty just shits everywhere. And
take your time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like a surprise, okay? It's not like they were caught off guard. Well, the game looks so good in the trailers, and then we played it and it wasn't what they promised, because that's a valid complaint. It's totally alright to be upset about a fucking bait and switch. Everybody and their mother was looking at Modern Warfare 3 and saying, man, this is going to be bad. And then they still bought it. God. Like, oh my god, that makes me want to fucking jump off of a bridge.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Yeah, it pretty much is dick riding. It's pretty much them just buying it because of the brand. It's like people who only buy iPhone, even if the iPhone is shit.
Confidential matters. Confidential.
Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson! Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
And then next year, and you know, oh boy. And I'm trying not to get worked up, but it bothers me so badly. How long have Call of Duty fans been saying that COD is shit? I cannot remember the last time a Call of Duty game came out and Call of Duty fans were like, yeah, this is great. So for like 4 or 5 years now, they've been releasing COD games that fucking suck. And yet they still keep buying them. You know, and when you buy a game anyway, even though you bitch about it, you're basically telling the developers, well, I'll let you fuck me in the ass, but, you know, I won't like it. But I'll let you do it. Game developers, game publishers, I guess I should say, because it was the Activision higher-ups that fucked it, only listen to your wallet. They will only get away with what you let them get away with. It's like they're going to the developer. It's like they're going to the developer, they're bending over, they're showing them their ass, and then when they get fucked in the ass, how did this happen? It's just ridiculous, honestly.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
And like I said, it just really upsets me because there's so much love and passion and vision in this game, heart and soul, and it gets ignored. And then fucking Call of Duty comes out and it's fucking commercial slop put out on a conveyor belt. And
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
have I seen everything there's to see here, or I'm bucking up somehow? Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
This mug always cheers me up.
Yeah, I love all the little stuff in her room. It's cool.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Yeah, it's a pretty big fucking tree.
Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Night. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Okay, now, yeah, here we go. There's so much exploration you can do off the beaten path in this game. It really is amazing. And a lot bigger than you think it is, too. It may not look very big when you see it like this, but it is. Let me see.
There's another lunchbox.
And if you don't do all the
Did you know this
exploration...
entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Oh shit, like this I really do. Just about the only negative thing I could say about this game is that it is very strongly focused on story. And that's not negative to me, but there are some people who want minimal story in their games or minimal story in their horror. Like, oh, in this first mission, there's almost no combat. I'm fine with it because I love the world, the setting, the story, but I guess you wanted to get nitty-gritty into killing people right away. Okay, I gotta go back the way I came.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the...
Here we go.
And talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Another one of those lunch boxes.
I'm still amazed at how great this game looks. Like, this game just looks fucking phenomenal, honestly.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Stuffed in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far.
Fucking
With
hate
your
this game.
technique.
Please forgive me for doing something else. Even drinking can be a fucking burden sometimes.
These hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
And like I said, fuck, this game looks good.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee. So sleepy.
Hey, how are you doing?
More days. Just a few.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
I said the lighting in this game is just... Oh man, it's fucking something else. I am going to see me switch from quality performance to something I do. Actually, hold on 1 second. Let me see controls, gameplay sensitivity.
I can't get through this.
Good to see you.
It won't open.
Take it easy.
That's what her mind place is based off of, which I think is really cool.
Hello.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, rich, bittersweet nectar.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my...
Oh, dear.
I mean, our...
You.
Will be the better of all.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington Finest.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Tweet, tweet, my sweets. Now, why'd you go and do that?
Because fuck you, that's
Stomping
why.
around like that and scaring the poor little things. If not for the birds, I might just go a little nutty. A little cuckoo, if you will.
I'm not mistaken, there's supposed to be... Isn't there a lunchbox right around here? Yeah.
Another Alex Casey
Fucking knew it.
lunchbox.
I'm just making sure I get everything as soon as possible. That way I can get all upgrades as soon as possible. Most of the stuff you can get at any point in the game.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside.
That's Don Ashmore. I would love him.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Oh dear.
I can't believe that happened.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
See, even like the ambient conversations, there's a lot of games that try to get away with when you're not in a cutscene where it's like the camera's directed, they'll just sit there and they won't move or emote, which is to cut costs, obviously. But no, they have all these unique animations for just the ambient character sitting there talking to you.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing...
Super great, man.
The cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
God, I love Casey so much. We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
I love this game so much. I really, really do.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, that's right. I need to update the case board.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Keep trying.
I'll be right with you, sir. Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money. No speeding happening here, I see.
Sir, some patience, please.
That's amazing.
See you around, Agent.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. I've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park.
Like, this is so ridiculous, all this shit they did just for a commercial.
Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection, before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Yeah, it takes a while, but once it gets real, it gets fucking real. Really quickly.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Get out of my house. Kill him. Away.
Vanished.
they wrote the song just for this game. It's basically Saga's theme. Fuck, this gives me goosebumps. Fuck, this game is great.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Nope.
Okay.
Must be locked from the other side.
Hello? 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 Can you hear me? I'll be right back. I'm in this part here.